What you doing out in these streets, lay rule? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, lay rule? We in these streets. Okay, now I saw a video today actually on the way from gym. I saw there's this guy, what's his handle? More plates, more dates. I don't know if you heard of him.
I think I've seen.
Very, very intelligent guy.
He doesn't use enhancements, I think.
He used to.
He used to.
I don't know what is on now. I don't know if he does, but his understanding of enhancements
I
is
think I've seen
it's crazy.
Some of his videos.
Like he breaks down videos, breaks down supplements, he breaks down steroids and talks about how it works, and I mean it's crazy. His knowledge about it is insane. But he had this one thing today on, and he was saying somebody used, I don't know what exactly it was, but it was steroids. Obviously, it was the first time he used it, and the title was like how steroids destroyed my body. And the back knee this guy had was terrible. Like when I say back knee, people don't know, it's acne on your back, like a whole bunch of pimples. And this guy was saying that it was so painful, like he couldn't even lift. Like the acne was so much, like, and then it started going to his chest, and one time on the bench he was benching, and it was so uncomfortable, and he felt so much pain that I started bleeding. Like his back started bleeding with all these pimples. He was on the bench, and so people don't know there's reactions, possibly depending on, because obviously everything affects everyone differently because we're all different. So people, like he was saying that if you are really prone to acne and if you take test, it's going to, the chances are high it's going to enhance that as well. Because this guy's back was, it looked bad, dude. It looked bad. So is that a common thing? Because I heard about this years ago before as well, and I've seen people in gyms where you could see this back knee. You could see like, like he's past puberty, but you know he's got some crazy back knee. So, and I've also heard at the same time that you take one thing to do this, and the other thing will counter the back knee. And is that all true? Like,
okay, you see, with that, first things first, you need to bring it back to make sure that you exhaust your natural abilities. Mm-hmm. So meaning that if naturally your test is still high, 18, 17, even 20, 21, your test is high.
Through the roof.
Yes. So potentially, you still okay.
Okay.
So in these situations where your body says, no, we got this, and then you say, no, let me help you, that could be, one of the ways the body will react. And another thing is that the quality of the stuff that you buy. Because unfortunately, enhancement, I'm sure it's trillions,
really regulated.
It's trillions of dollars industry. I'm sure I'm sure it's more than billions. So obviously there's gonna be some stuff that are
shouldn't be in
somebody's garage.
Yeah.
The quality is not that. The standard is not. There's no regulation. It doesn't go through all the processes.
It's not independently tested or anything.
Yeah, there's no, it's somebody's, someone who saw a video somewhere and they're doing this thing. And then obviously, your family history. So I think all those things together, they have to, contribute to someone, reaction towards enhancements. Taking it too early, you know, there's a condition that you already have and you don't know about it because
Yeah.
you pretty much are jumping into it. You didn't do your research, and you're just buying, you know, stuff from your cousin's connection.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about this guy.
You know, there was this, okay, there was this girl, right? She was into me, and I was like, I wasn't quite sure yet, and I was like, I don't know. It's a nice girl, but something just a bit off here, you know? And then one time, I'll never forget this, like, I saw, she was very much into fitness, and she was, because I've seen her just starting, and then a few years later, I've seen like there's this dramatic
How she looks, progress, and
I remember, I'll never forget that, and I saw she was freakishly strong as well. I'm not like overly strong, like
from what you remember,
yeah,
yes.
and to the average woman, what women normally lift and what she was lifting, you know. And then I wonder, and I was suspicious, man. And one day I remember, like, she was wearing this, what it was like, you know, a strappy top, whatever you call it.
So her majority of her back was
exposed, yeah. And then, because I remember, like, she was like into me and stuff, and I was like, I still wasn't,
you're like,
you
okay,
know,
whatever.
she's good looking, don't get me wrong, but something always like bothered me a bit. And then I saw she bent over to go to grab something, speaking to me. She bent over and she grabbed something, and then I just saw this backney dude. I was like, holy shit, like, that's not normal.
That's definitely not normal.
I was like, that's not normal. I was like, okay, you on something, girl.
That's definitely not normal.
Like, wow. But I've never seen that in a woman until that day.
As I said, you know, the three things that I mentioned, you know, taking it too early, you know, family history or body type or whatever, and you know, the quality of the stuff that you take.
Her face was clear. Everything was clear, you know. It's just a back, you know. And obviously, being a woman, she doesn't have a high level of test, you know. So it just caught me by surprise when I saw that.
I'm not gonna really touch on the woman part when it comes to enhancements.
Okay.
As you know, I've done zero research. I do not know any woman who has used, who has, you know, shared the experience with me. So I'm not gonna
dive into that.
I'm not gonna
dive into
you know,
that.
hopefully you can, you know, can get a woman who'll be willing to
speak about it,
come and
freely,
share and
openly.
Hopefully I can get an invite to be a co-host.
Yeah.
So I can also learn
and understand.
You know, but as I said, the three things I mentioned, you know, from, you know, as I said, you know, I'm in the sport, you know, for a couple of years now, and I know a lot of people also in the sport, and, you know, people who've been around the world and, you know, now used enhancements and all of that. The few guys that, you know, I know personally who've had some issues, majority, okay, no, I haven't, it's not like a long list, it's just two or three guys that I've known. The one guy who had issue with their skin, it was just the bad stuff that he got.
Okay.
You know, the supplier was unreliable, it was a new supplier, you know, and then it went away as soon as he stopped using it. And the other guy was just a premature. He was just premature, you know, like, I don't know if peer pressure or in school
he just
or
wanted
whatever.
to be jacked.
It was premature, you know, he's still below 20, so the body, you know, rejected it, and the body, you know, rebelled, and then body say, hey, if you don't stop, we're gonna mess up your back. But, you know, that is, you know.
The flip side, like a lot of people also, what I've recently come to understand is that, you know, obviously when you're on enhancements, when you're on steroids, you can do more.
Yes.
Your recovery is much better as well.
You sleep better.
Yeah, everything
energy.
is. So there's one, I can't remember what his name was, but he was also popular on social media. He would show, like, he would like document his journey and tell people openly, you know, he's on steroids, and and he talks about how often he trains, and he basically, and he died, like he was in his 20s and he died because of, he basically worked himself to death. He never gave his body a chance to rest completely. He was just training all the time. He trained many times a day. He wouldn't even sleep that much. He would go to the gym and do cardio. Like, you know, he would say like, he only got like 3 hours of sleep today. He went to the gym and did cardio, back and again, back to weight training, did this, how many workouts a day. And he basically killed himself training too hard. So I think that's also another thing that we don't take into account is it's not just the steroids that could kill you, but you not really abusing you're not really taking too much steroids, but you are taking too much advantage of the fact that you have that much energy and you are able to do so much more. So I think recently I've learned that now also. There's another flip side to it.
Because what happens is that you cannot be on steroids, 365 days a year. You cannot. You're playing with fire. You cannot. Because you need to, rest and let your body, recover, calm down and, regenerate, your receptors, so your body won't forget, how to make these things, So, the recommendations or, the sort of the baseline for those who are serious about health, not the ones who are, extreme. Because there are those who are extreme, they don't go off, stay on a cycle the whole year, just that the amounts differ. When they prep for show, slightly higher. When they're off, they, do low amounts. They call it cruising, which is not advisable. Because you need to at least...
Come off completely.
Because when you're on cycle, the maximum benefit that your body can get could be 8 to 10 weeks. That is like the baseline from, the research that I've done and, people I've spoken to. So meaning that if you're on a cycle for 14 weeks, the first 2 weeks, nothing's happening because it's just introduced it in your body. But from week 3 to about week 12, that's max. That's when, those who have seen it before, they can see.
That's when the superpowers come in.
Those.
Like what would I notice if I started using it? Like what would I notice immediately?
Size.
Just
size immediately.
Completely. Just
boom. And the quality of the muscle will differ. Because now your cells gonna be bigger. So it's gonna be pushing against the skin.
Yeah.
So now your skin is gonna be not really stretching, but it should be expanding. So now your skin will kind of look thinner. So meaning that now it's gonna be, muscle fibers.
I've seen that.
It won't be like hectic, like hey, his muscle is just outside.
Yeah,
it won't be that extreme, but the size.
It's the first thing you notice.
If your body, because unfortunately, not everybody who takes gets results.
Oh,
there's
really?
There's people who take and then will be shocked, like, but
are you using?
where is it? Oh, where's the gauge?
Really?
Yes, unfortunately, there's people who used, I don't know, maybe they...
Why is that though? What do you think that is about? Like, why would somebody not react to something that works for just about everybody?
I would think, this is just an opinion. Because as far as I understand this thing, minimum is better. So if you give your body too much, the body wouldn't.
I've heard that as
the
well.
The body won't be able to use it, so it's going to be useless. But if you give the body enough to push you over, and you also putting in the work at the gym, you also eating right, you're also resting accordingly. Because this thing
All of the things
goes
must be in
together.
place.
Yeah, you can't just say enhance and then go partying every weekend,
Yeah.
eating twice a day, training 2 times a week.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there are those, with everything present, still the
nothing.
results, there are people who are getting better results with the same tools that they're using.
Okay.
It's
Now,
unfortunate.
now, on that, right? What do you, with regards to that, like, there are people who, use enhancements, they use steroids that are gain size and they're big. You can see that, like, they're definitely on something. And there are people who are not in bodybuilding. Let's say they're in boxing, or they're in cycling, or they're sprinters, that you like, I don't know, but they look normal, but
You don't see it. Like,
yeah, like,
are you sure?
So obviously it has different benefits then, because maybe it helps them recover, maybe it helps them be quicker and they have more energy. They're able to go for longer periods without taking a break. So to those people, like, why don't they necessarily have bigger muscles? Is it because they're just not weight training as much, or what do you think it is?
As we just mentioned, that, if you enhance, you gotta push the weight. You gotta eat for your goal, and you gotta rest. Cause,
So if I'm not weight training, right, then I won't put on size, but let's say I'm a boxer and I run a lot, and
Yeah,
so
you're
I'll get better
gonna
in those
recover
areas.
quicker.
So I'll get better in those areas,
Yeah.
but not necessarily my muscles won't be bigger. Just that I can go for longer. I can.
because your muscles, your cells, they expand. They don't grow with chest. They expand. So when you're pushing now with your chest, because as we spoke on my first appearance, that the way muscles grow is that we tear them down with the exercise, and when the muscle recovers, it recovers bigger and stronger. That's why chest gets big, arms get big, because every week you're tearing them down, and then they're recovering and they're getting bigger. So
yes.
all that the cycle just keeps on, and then now when you add enhancements, that expansion and that recovery is quicker,
Okay.
and the results are also more visible. So, because test, it's like, all the men, we produce testosterone, and then,
Yeah.
if you're into running, into, hiking,
Swimming.
at the peak of a natural test, that's where you most, lethal, whatever sport you choose.
Yeah.
Could be, running, cross-country marathon, swimming, in your 20s,
Yeah.
18, that's where you're most lethal. That's when, I'm sure you remember, I don't know if you have, maybe a similar story to this, but I remember when I was young, I used to run around everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I've been running every day.
Yeah.
Every day, like just running, running in the house, running to the shop, running to, like whole day running. And, I didn't feel tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't like, I can't do it today. Like, every day, just running everywhere.
What I notice is, right, for me, let's say, okay, I don't know about you, but for the longest time, I've been training legs. And even more so now that I do 2 leg sessions and the mountain. So my legs are always in a state of, like, it's tired. So I don't even know what it's like anymore to have fresh legs, to be able to know that today I'm fresh, I'm gonna run, and it's gonna be my best run because I'm fresh, What I notice is that when I go up an incline, my hamstrings get tired quick, because that's what I focus on more these days. So, and then for me, sometimes I feel like I'm out of breath, but it's because my hamstrings are just exhausted.
Just
Yeah, but
overworked.
however, when I walk around, I'm always walking around in a brisk pace. I'm never like just strolling, like walking. I'm always like
Walking with a mission.
It always looks like I'm walking on a mission. You know, I'm always got that energy.
I need to
like,
get to point B.
I know where the fuck I'm going. I need to just get there and blah 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 blah. You know, so I've never, unless I'm injured, then you'll see me walking slow. But other than that, I've always had that energy that, you know, I'm gonna walk here. I'm gonna, you know, with that mission.
Yes,
like mission walk.
You're walking with the goal.
Exactly.
Like, this way I'm going.
Exactly. But I know what you mean. Like the older you get, the more you slow down, kind of thing. And
Yeah. So if you get test into your body, whatever sport you're in, you're definitely gonna have an advantage over
yes.
those who are still relying on their natural supplies.
Yeah.
You could be running, you could be cycling, you know, even cricket, soccer, rugby, all the sports. All the sports. If you're gonna add the test into a body of an athlete, you know, and that person is already a hard worker, maybe perhaps already, you know, has enough talent to, you know, to be top 10 in the country.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna excel.
So I've
It's gonna
been telling these fucking haters, bro. Like,
Excel.
oh, they don't understand. I'd be a fucking monster. I'd be a fucking monster.
You'd definitely be bigger.
Way bigger.
Definitely be bigger.
Bro. Nah, but I don't know, bro. I don't.
And then I'm sure with, you know, the way your days are structured, maybe you'll be doing more. Yeah, maybe you go to the gym in the morning, hit the mountain during lunch, hit the gym again.
No, I won't do that.
On the afternoon.
No, I won't.
But you definitely do more. You definitely do more.
No, because the thing is time. If
Also, you only have time. So are you saying that if you had time, you're doing more?
Yeah, like
but because you only have time, that's the only reason you won't be doing more.
Like even today, even like these days, like I want to do cardio. Like I used to do cardio, like let's say midday. I do like a quick 15-minute HIIT cardio, you know, some sprints, you know, and then I couldn't, and then I moved it to the evening, and then I couldn't do it there. So like, I used to be able to do cardio, but now I've got more shit and responsibilities. Now I was like, fuck, now I can't get my cardio in. So now I wake up earlier, I go to the gym before the gym opens, and I'm doing cardio outside for 15 minutes in the parking lot or whatever. And when the gym opens, then I hit the weights. So I try to squeeze it in like that. To get a little something to get the blood circulation going, the warm up before the session starts. So it's just time, time that I because it's not just the 15-minute workout. It's a workout. It's getting changed. It's showering after that. So it's not just 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? People just say, nah, just quick workout. No. It's showering. It's getting dressed again. You know, putting on my clothes, my training clothes, getting my playlist ready for that workout. It's a lot of things.
Arnold said must sleep quicker.
No.
That's what he said. Must sleep quicker.
Okay,
how many hours do you sleep?
Look, he said.
No, you. How many hours do you sleep?
Oh, these days 6 hours.
6 hours is about decent. I also get about 6 hours.
So
I think if you're getting 6 hours of sleep, you know, you can't push it any further. Otherwise, production-wise, not gonna make it.
That's the
so
thing.
If you get 6 hours of sleep and then be able to do all these things in a day, and then you're doing excellent compared to the average person.
And the thing is, I used to push myself I used to get like less than 5, dude, and I feel like shit, bro. I feel like shit.
Yeah, that's.
And I wasn't productive even in the gym. I could feel like I don't have that energy that I used to, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm trying to do more, but I'm suffering in different areas.
Yeah, because I think 6, you know, I think that's the far we can push it. But I think you can survive on 4, but it will take a while for you to train your body.
It's not healthy.
I think it's not healthy, but I think you can train your body to do it.
Dude, there was this neuroscientist, I think his name is Chris Walker. I don't want to fuck it up, but he was explaining just how important sleep is, and he said like, anything less than 7 is bullshit, bro. And that was scary, like the way he's talking about the consequences of lack of sleep and just for the brain function, and talking about the link between lack of sleep and Alzheimer's and also heart disease as well. He said there's a study they do every year in UK. He's from the UK, and when they change to daylight savings time, he said like just by them changing the clock 1 hour back, which means they lose 1 hour in the day, people get 1 hour less of sleep, and for that period, heart disease spikes. It's crazy, bro.
No, but those people, what else? What else are they? The person, is it the average person, or what else, are they offering to say, okay, this person's heart disease rate increased, but this is this person's history or whatever. They're giving more to say, this could be you.
Look, this is just,
or just from the top.
This is just overall, because why is it all of a sudden an increase? Only during that time. You know what I'm saying? When it's not daylight savings, it's fine. But the only thing that changed is 1 hour. So it wasn't like they started living different life for those winter months, It wasn't like they just drastically changed their life and I'm gonna start partying now. It's fucking winter over there. It's cold as fuck. It's snowing and shit. The only thing they did was turn the clock back by 1 hour, and then this drastic change. But he was explaining a lot about the production of taste as well, the lack of sleep and.
Obviously, sleep is crucial.
It is.
On you were telling me about the research that was done in the UK, the time save and all of that. I was saying that personally, when it comes to studies not done, in my region, to people who have similar life experiences or similar genetical material, those, I prefer those if they expanded
on their studies.
Yes. So, I'm not saying that I'll dispute anything from, an expert, all of that, but, I feel.
You feel like sleep isn't that important?
No. Now just talking about just the research itself. If the research is done to, a different country with different genes, the weather is different. I would more inclined to follow something that was done here. Okay. But sleep is important. 6 hours.
I think sleep.
And even a nap during the day if you need to.
I think sleep for any fucking human being.
Yes.
Even any mammal is fucking important.
No doubt. 6 hours.
Fucking important, bro.
Even a nap during the day.
Dude.
Because if I can, during the day, I take a nap. Just two. About 20 minutes, just two. Yo.
There was one day that I was so fucking tired. Okay, I just want to make sure we are running. Okay. I was so fucking tired. I literally, I was fighting sleep. I couldn't, it was like 10 a.m. or something. And I couldn't, dude. I couldn't. I was trying to fight this, right? And I was like,
but that thing was pulling you.
I was nodding off and I was like,
there was something
no
pulling
way,
your eyes closed.
I'm not going to sleep. I have to finish this. And then I was like, fuck it. I took a nap and I set my alarm for I think 15, 20 minutes. I said, that's what I'm going to give myself, just a nap. Dude, I kept snoozing because I just couldn't wake up. My body was still saying, we need sleep. 2 hours later, bro.
Probably just
2 hours later.
An accumulation of
all that lack of sleep. My body said, fuck it, we're shutting down now, bro.
Remember the thing we were saying earlier, that your body is designed to protect you. So now if your body sees that, hey, we need this nap.
Yeah.
We need this nap.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the body will first warn you, yo, eyes, get heavier. It get heavier. And then if you ignore the eyes, something else is going to follow.
Exactly.
But the body will say, we need
it.
Otherwise, we're going to crash later. Exactly. Or we're going to fall apart on the wheel. Have you ever heard stories of a mother who has a newborn, and you know maybe like a single mother, because of her exhaustion, like they sleep so deep that the baby cried for so long that the neighbors intervene, but the mother is out because of exhaustion.
I've heard that.
Like accumulation of, you know, minus an hour there, minus an hour there. So when all it comes all at once, it just, the body says,
like, no,
we've been warning you.
But that's a fact.
Now,
like,
shut down.
Did you know that your body remembers every single hour and minute of sleep, and also the lack of sleep that you've had?
Oh, the body remembers.
It remembers all of that.
And when it's time to collect.
And it will collect, it will come for
it.
It
will
will
collect on the freeway.
My man.
On the freeway.
It will come for it.
We've had stories of people
Dude,
who wake up at the hospital. The last thing I remember was tanning or whatever.
Bro, like, dude, I promise you, recently, I went for, I think it was a massage. When was it? Maybe, say roughly 2 months ago. This is the middle of the fucking day. I'm driving home. I went for a massage. I still did some shopping just after the massage, and then I was driving home, and maybe on a Tuesday or something. And I shit you not, dude, broad daylight, middle of the fucking day, I'm driving home, and I fell asleep behind the wheel. And like there was a car oncoming on the other side, and I went over to the other lane. Bro, like, and I woke up, I saw this car, and I was like, fuck, and I swerved, dude. And I swerved. And this other car saw that what I was doing, and he went more towards the left on the shoulder of the road. And he like basically almost stopped his car because he could see like, I'm just coming.
That's really scary.
I was like, bro, broad fucking daylight, bro. My body just collected at that moment and said, fuck you.
Because the body was saying, I've been warning you.
Yeah.
I've been warning you.
Fuck, bro. Scary, bro.
I mean, really
scary, bro.
That's really
scary.
That's definitely, you know, one of those near-death experiences.
Fuck, and you know,
what if you know, it was one of those cars or like a truck, and then they were already making use of the whole road.
Fuck, bro.
So they had nowhere to go.
Fuck.
Like they had nowhere to go,
Shit.
and maybe, you know, really high trucks like your car, they're not seeing, and maybe all the drivers maybe is focusing somewhere else.
It's crazy. And
it's really scary.
What also happened to me, right? Before, also another incident was broad daylight. I was driving from a meeting I had in the studio, and then I was driving home, and broad daylight, dude, I think it was like 3 p.m. or something, and every single robot or stop street that I came to, I had to stop. I doze off. Every stop there, I doze off. It was fucking weird. Fucking weird. Every single stop or robot, dude. I was like, this is insane. I need some sleep.
Yeah, the body would collect.
Your body will collect, man.
I remember this one incident at the varsity. You know, you're thinking like, you know, you're hardcore, like,
yeah.
You know, you can study for the whole night and go straight from the paper.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then I'm asleep afterwards. Man, my brain shut down. You know, so what happened is that, you know,
fuck.
I think after classes, I think we're writing on Saturday. So after classes on Friday, I went to my room, I slept, and I think I slept maybe from 6 until about midnight. So that's 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I woke up and went to study. So we were writing, I think, at 9.
Yeah.
So I started from 12 midnight. And then I was like, I'm not gonna take a nap
before you write.
I'm not gonna refresh. I'm just gonna go straight from the study hall to the lecture room.
Mistake.
Shut down. Lights.
Lights out.
You try to tap into this formation you saved.
You just
Hey, the door's locked.
Fuck.
Hey, you try to.
Yeah. Nothing.
I did it once, and then I learned my lesson. Never again. Even if 20 minutes, take it. Even if it's 10 minutes, just take it. Because when the body shuts down, when it's come to sleep, when the body shuts down, when they say, the neurons to the brain.
Yeah.
We're not feeding you nothing.
Sure.
That was a mistake. But luckily,
fucked up,
it was one of those modules where you have more than one chance.
Yeah.
So meaning that you write 3 tests, and then 33.33% times 3. So if you do worse on the one, still have 2.
Okay,
to
so
make sure that
make
you,
up for it.
yeah. But there was a lesson.
Yeah, like how arrogant are we to say that we don't need sleep, bro? Like how arrogant are we to undermine our body's natural instinct to get rest and
Well,
you know.
I'm sure it's possible. There are those who, who have something extra genetically, but in most cases, I think those are the ones that die young.
I think
Bruce Lee.
it catches up to you, bro.
Bruce Lee, you just went to sleep and never woke up. I think
Okay,
as far as I
hold on,
remember his story.
there's a documentary out, and I think his wife was saying that
Had an
it
aneurysm.
was, eh?
Yeah, an aneurysm, I think. But I think lack of
I
sleep
don't know.
or
No.
overworking. Or,
But I think it was a diet pill. He said he was taking diet pills, as according to her.
oh.
And this diet pill had a reaction or something. This is according to her in the documentary. I stand under correction, but this is what in the documentary she was saying. It was like a documentary that came out maybe 2019 or something. I can't remember. I think they.
Okay, but there was a lot of, stuff because that man he was the guy when it comes to those movies. I'm sure.
Yeah.
He was possibly overworking. Because
It's
even
possible.
Michael Jackson couldn't sleep.
Okay, but he was on some shit.
No, but according
His
to the
His doctor gave him some shit that
to make him
shouldn't have-
sleep.
Shouldn't know.
and then that thing was,
He was-
so intense. It was
He was bro.
put
He
the,
was
the patients
that fucking
in a coma.
That fucking doctor like fucked him over, bro.
Man, that was
That's
cold.
some malpractice shit. That.
That was cold. And then the man got, I think, 2 years in probation or something,
That's fucked up.
killing Michael Jackson.
Fuck, bro.
I think he got 4 years. He did 2, and then 2 years probation.
Sheesh. I don't know, bro.
So that was it.
And that was legal shit that you could take.
Okay, American legal system is not the same as us. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Nah, it's not the same.
Yeah, man.
So we were talking about sleep and enhancements.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you enhance, you can definitely sleep less. But you can't be enhanced for too long. Because when you go off, because the enhancements, even psychologically, they have an effect.
Explain.
Those, I don't know how much research you've done, but there is those who prematurely started taking them at 18, 20. And then, of course, as I said, at that time, all of us know that your test, you in your peak. Maybe at that time, in our 20s and our teens, we didn't know, but now we know that at that time, your test is in its peak. So when you're giving tests from outside, in high amounts, your body doesn't know what to do. So now, even the things that are supposed to be working a certain way inside your body, mentally, they getting mixed up. Emotionally, you also get mood swings, and when you're off, and because there's a lot of cases where teens kill themselves after using
Commit suicide?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Must look it up.
Fuck, bro.
Teens kill themselves while using test. Because now, it's like it's like a flesh or like a container is full, but you keep on giving. If the substance that you're trying to force in there may destroy the container, if it's not water, if something else. Because the container is full, but you keep on giving. You're pouring in rocks, you're forcing it in there. Because it's basically, in loosely, that's what they're doing if you're a teen. And then let's say, for example, I don't know what measure test is used, which measuring they use. Let's say, for example, when you're 18, your test is measured from 1 to 100. So when you're 18, your test is at 100 max, full.
Yeah.
And then you come and give your body another 200. You're already on 100. You're already full. You come and put another 200. On top of these 100, you're already full. What do you think what's going to happen? It's going to overspill. But now, when it overspills, it's not like a container. So
you become emotionally unstable?
There's been cases of that.
Because the hormone levels are not normal.
There's been cases of that.
Like you were saying earlier that everything gets enhanced, right? Like let's say you have a family history of heart disease, it gets accelerated, and you know, every ailment that you have gets accelerated, kind of thing. So let's say you were dealing with depression. Well, is that a potential for enhancing the depression as well, or in your opinion? Because I'm just thinking now, because they kill themselves, obviously there must be some pain inside then.
Because from the incident that I've heard of you know, them killing themselves when they're off.
So when they're off.
Because it's also, you know, you can't just go off. This is not a train. You can just jump off whenever.
They have to wean themselves off slowly.
Yes, to PCT.
Yes.
And also the amount that you're taking, it needs to be taken into account. Because unfortunately, buying steroids online without having somebody who, you know, has walked this journey, who has done the research, you know, who knows people who have done it, and, you know, they have testimonials to say, you know, 1, 2, 3. If you just buy and you Google, and then you take the first results on Google, and you go, and then you're very young, you're playing with fire. Psychologically, you're not even matured yet. You're already messing up with the balance of your hormones.
Yeah.
You know, because those who have killed themselves, it's teens. You know, the few cases that I've read about, I'm sure if you dig deep, you'll find more. Because unfortunately, depending how you look at it, in other countries, access of everything is easier.
Oh yeah.
So there's no mechanism that is in there to make sure that the person who's buying is of this age. Do they need it? Have they been advised? Do they know what to do? And all the stuff.
Okay, there's two things I want to discuss, but this one before I lose track of it. The other thing that I've been hearing is a lot of roid rage. Like, how common is that where people go off the fucking rails and they go into a state of rage and they start just abusing people, and you know, that physical, maybe domestic violence, or the aggression, like, you know, like, is that only if you're an aggressive person that gets enhanced because of the test, or if you were a normal, calm person, would that also just be, you carry on being a calm person, or is there something, the level, if you reach a certain level of test, it's gonna just push you over the edge and you're gonna become aggressive? Like, how?
It's not test. Test. You can say test is the magic juice.
Okay.
Fountain of youth, if you can put it that way.
Isn't HGH, human growth hormone, the fountain of youth?
I don't really know much about, you know, growth hormone.
Okay.
But I do know of older people who are on TRT, so who are taking tests.
Okay.
To make sure that, you know, they stay nice and you know, and vibey, energy is good.
Okay.
So as far as my own knowledge and research and people around me that, you know, who are older, who knows and who've been to the doctor and that they've told them, and you know, that, you know, the reason why you just wake up in the morning you're tired is just because your test levels are low. So as a doctor, I recommend, you know, you take this amount of test, or you can just come to me. I don't know how the doctors do it. I don't know if they give it to them to do it themselves at home, or they go see a doctor regularly. because I would guess that they will be taking the longer acting test.
That would make a lot more sense.
Once a week. So I don't know if maybe the doctor says, oh, come to me weekly, I'll give you this amount, and then we can just assess to see if your life overall doesn't change. So that is the test, as far as I know, and all of that. That test just makes you happy, energy, go to gym, do your thing, recovery. Obviously, also that in right amounts. Obviously, nothing
in excess.
Yes, in excess ever good. And then the anabolic that I know that gives you that extra what do you say, gees.
Oh yeah.
That extra
yeah.
That extra vuma at the gym, like Eye of a Tiger, music pumping, like ba 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 ba, like the anabolic that I know that has that ability. And then there is Trembolone. And then in all
Trembolone.
Yeah, Trembolone.
Trembolone.
Yeah, Trembolone, I think it's TERN.
Tren.
Yes.
I've
It's
heard
known.
I've heard the term tren.
Yeah, Tren.
Tren.
Train rage.
Tren.
Yes, train rage is a thing. So Trembolone, amongst all the steroids, it's rated number 1.
Really?
Yes, when it comes to benefit and side effects.
Side effects.
Yes, it's rated highly on both.
Side effects.
Yeah, side effects, meaning that if you take too much of it, it's not going to stay at the gym.
Oh.
Yes. So Trembolone,
oh shit.
It is one of those where, at the gym, when you take it, Eye of a Tiger, attack the weight, focus, boom, 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 boom. We're all about these gains. I'm not here to talk.
Yeah.
Like, put more plates.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the mind or the body, it doesn't know if it's at the gym or it's outside. So if you're taking Trembolone and you're at the gym and you call or you dig deep,
and you summon
that
demon
to crush that 5 plates,
Yeah.
whatever, that demon will be there.
Fuck, bro.
But unfortunately, if you're also in a situation where
In the streets.
where it's a normal situation, you're at the grocery, you're at the supermarket, getting your groceries, standing in the line, and all of a sudden the machine, what do they call it? The cashier? Is it called?
Yeah.
The machine where the lady sits and they punch in the stuff.
Oh yeah.
The machine suddenly, stops working, and the lady must call the supervisor, and the supervisor comes in there, and then they boom, 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 whatever, but still nothing. So you're in the line. So now, in your mind, or maybe just make an example, it's time to eat. And maybe your food is around the corner to your house, so you're planning to get these few things and be at home by 6 o'clock. It's time to eat. So if that happens, and the demon comes out, unfortunately, it's a possibility that demon will come out.
Sheesh, bro.
Even if it has not been summoned, it's not time to squat down to the floor. Someone just jumped into your lane without indicating. It's definitely
road rage.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But as far as I see it, it's in there for you to attack the weight, to have no fear on the weight.
Yeah.
To say that 5 plates, let's go. Like summon the demon.
Yeah.
But now, I think a demon, it was a suitable phrase to use, because a demon, as far as the urban literature, a demon is, you can't control it.
Yeah.
In most cases.
Yeah.
So if a demon comes out when you at McD's and you've ordered your food,
it's so risky, bro.
and then people who came after you, they They're busy eating. They're busy killing their burgers there. And then you look at them.
And then you have a nigga moment. And then 5 minutes later you're in jail and it's like, fuck Tren! Why?
Now you wake up later, like you know. So, and then it goes back to the right amounts. Because if you take it in the amount that is you need or the amount that is recommended, you'll be able to feel the demon when it's coming out. And you're like, demon, it's not the time.
It's not the time.
I need you in 1 hour. Not now.
Not now. I don't know. It's fuck, bro. It's like a ticking time bomb, bro.
It's if naturally, I'm an aggressive person. Like naturally, regardless if it's on a Tuesday, it's January, I'm in England, or it's winter. I'm just aggressive regardless. I'm hungry. I'm full. Just regardless. Just small thing. Just tips me over. Plus, you add that on top of that. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, unfortunately, when you listen to these bodybuilders stories, that marriage-wise, or having a partner, or having someone that maybe came in while you're already on the mission to get these gains and achieve what you want to achieve. Most of the time, it doesn't work out. Maybe that could be a factor that the demon, sometimes you just let it loose for the whole day.
Wow.
Yeah, just let it loose for the whole day. So like today, screw everybody, loose every day. Like, the cashier.
It's your time.
Yeah, the petrol attendant, the colleague.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Okay, I think we're talking way too much about steroids here. Let's get back to more, I guess it is bodybuilding, but let's get back to, what do you love so much about bodybuilding? Like, what is like the one thing that made you pursue this life? Because it is a lifestyle change. It's not a normal life.
No, it is full time.
It's exactly.
It's full time, especially if you're really serious about getting the results. It's full time.
Yeah.
Because you go to the gym for 1 hour, eating your meals, but the rest of the day, drinking your water, the rest of the day, you're sleeping at a certain time. It's like,
very rigid.
I think for me, I would say for a long time, I wasn't really a people's person. I think because maybe the way I was brought up, I was never like a people's person, like social. I didn't socialize that much.
Really?
By choice, not that there was an opportunity to socialize, but I just prefer not to socialize. So it's like the gym, you go in, you do your thing,
get out,
boom, 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 boom. You go home and just relax and just enjoy the exhaustion, and you enjoy your sleep, and if you enjoy eating chicken and all of that, you just do that, and just kind of gives you structure. Just gives you structure. Is one of these bodybuilders. I do watch a lot of bodybuilding videos on YouTube and all of that. Akim Williams, BK Beast. He says he likes the diet because some of these bodybuilders, when it's off season, some of them, they don't even go to the gym. They just they're just fully off everything.
Nothing.
So they don't go to the gym. They do whatever. So he said he likes preparing for show because it gives his life like structure. Like go in the morning, do your cardio, go home, prepare your food, eat, take a nap, eat, take another nap. It's time for gym again, and then depending on maybe your body levels, your body fat levels, sometimes if you do cardio twice a day, if you're doing bodybuilding full time. So there's like a structure. It's like this is how your life is structured. So I think I also like that structure because even now, I don't make food every day. I just make chicken like in small amounts. I pack it, I weigh it and put it in a bag. So when I cook it, it's like I don't cook it like all the way.
Okay.
I just cook it, just cook it not all the way. I think I hope you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cook it, but not all the way.
Not
all the way I'm ready.
Yes.
Then I put it in the bag and then I just put it in the freezer. So every day, we made the night before, I take it out, and then the morning just put it in a pan, some olive oil just to
freshen it up.
Yeah, if the chicken maybe to cook it takes you it's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I cook it for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
So the other 5 when I take it out in the freezer, maybe the night before, yes, I just leave it outside. So in the morning, put it in the freezer. So that kind of works for me because unfortunately when I was starting out, I didn't have I didn't know these things. So, sorry to my colleagues who when I was starting out there to suffer because
of the smells.
Yeah, so because I was still starting out and I didn't understand, and the rice, and I was still eating a lot of rice back then, and the tuna, and so. Sorry to my colleagues.
So you enjoyed the discipline, the structure it gave you. Now, you have you have a wife or a partner or
Wife.
a wife? Okay, you're married.
I'm gonna say we're married.
Basically, okay. I didn't get my invite in the mail. I just wanted to check
I
that.
would know we're gonna go to KZN.
Oh really?
I'm going to KZN.
Dude, I catch flights, homie. I catch flights in the streets, bro.
Like, financially, when we set and everything, for the big thing, we'll definitely go to KZN.
That's awesome.
Yeah, go to KZN. Those want to fly, they can fly. But if you want to drive, you can make a plan.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's going to be quite a number of people who want
It's a
to
fucking long drive.
travel from this side. Well, you might as well make it to, like a tour, nyana.
Fuck that. I'm catching a flight.
No, but what if make it like the whole, let's say maybe when the time comes, maybe it's around April with all them holidays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so maybe.
No, then you hire a car.
Yeah, maybe take leave. Let's say maybe these holidays fall on a Thursday and whatever, and then take leave from Wednesday until the next week Wednesday. So you might as well, phone family decide, we're coming. So send money, get ready this, go buy the car, do all of this, we're coming. So we enjoy, the coast.
The whole experience.
If you're gonna take the coast, Eastern Cape side, whatever.
Dude, why are avocados so fucking huge in KZN?
No, I was there, they're not that huge. Limpopo.
No, I was there, dude.
Limpopo, Northern Cape
dude,
side.
No, I was there, bro.
No, but have you seen the Limpopo ones?
Okay, no, I haven't. But hold on.
Yeah,
hold
definitely.
on a second.
KZN compared to the Western
Dude,
Cape,
it's
bigger.
fucking huge, like a fucking sweet melon.
Yeah, your head.
Like, it's my fucking head. Like, what the fuck, bro? And they're everywhere. It isn't like this one store that I saw at side of the fucking road. Everyone's selling that shit like it's normal.
Yeah, in KZN.
Is the tropical climate or what? Or
I do not know, but in KZN, avocados.
It's crazy.
Bananas. Mangoes.
It must be a tropical environment, bro.
Yeah, mangoes. Those three. If you go to,
because I know mango's a tropical fruit. I know that for a fact.
Like if you go to a rural area or an area where there's a lot of land, you could be just driving around and there's like random banana trees, banana plants, and mangoes everywhere.
Dude, we're getting shortchanged out here with our avocados in the Western Cape, bro.
The oranges and grapes, the Western Cape is killing it.
Yeah, but
grapes, that side, they're very sour. They don't do well.
I don't give a fuck about oranges and grapes, bro. I'm ever motherfucking cardos. It's like a mutant shit, bro.
And then it's cheaper that side. Obviously.
It's so much fucking cheaper. Like huge shit.
Because no one buys it. That's why it's so cheap. Because everyone has a tree. Like in my house, in the township, my parents' house, they have 3 avocado trees. And then all 3 of the avocados, they're not the same.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the round ones.
Yeah.
And then there's the ones that's like,
oh, that kind of a pear shaped.
Pear shape.
Yeah.
butter.
Yes.
You know,
Fatty. And yeah, I know what you
fatty
mean.
taste.
And more creamy.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
creamy.
but the big fucking soccer ball one, that motherfucker, bro, that it looks like a round ball, like that motherfucker.
In
bro.
my house, they're not as big, but they are bigger than the ones I've seen here at the shops.
Dude, it's huge.
Yeah,
It's not even comparison, dude.
You know, but
Fuck,
yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's the weather, but
No, it must
you
be.
know, I think
That's the only thing I
whoever,
can.
you know, our forefathers or our
Bro,
Indian cousins when they settled there, they brought the seeds or something.
Dude, now why don't you plant that same fucking seed over here? It doesn't work.
No, but the weather.
It's exactly the only thing that's different is the tropical climate.
Yeah, the Indian Ocean is warmer, Atlantic Ocean is cold.
Dude,
you know, the fishing this
is
side
a tropical country, bro.
Fishing this side at Seaport is the best, but in KZN fishing is.
Yeah, it's
you know, just the sardines in September.
It's the fucking tropical climate. That's the only thing I can attribute this to. But
no, but you need to go to Limpopo.
Okay, no, I need to.
I think there. Limpopo. When we talk about tropical weather, I think Limpopo is
the one
because they have avocados 12 months a year.
Wow.
And mangoes and bananas,
that
big size.
Huge.
Yep.
Okay, so we will. Yes. We're speaking about your wife, yes. Okay, so she, obviously bodybuilding is a sort of a sport where it's a very, I won't say, it's like a journeyman sport. It's like you
one man.
It's
sort of
individualistic. And does she accept this? Does she embrace this about you? This lifestyle, obviously, because now she makes food. You know, obviously the food that she eats might not be the same as you most of the time, and so how does that work?
On that, I would think I was lucky to meet her when I was already fully on this mission. So she doesn't know any other me.
Any other
this is the me that she knows. Yes,
yeah.
This is who I've always been. So I think I was lucky in that sense that this is who I've always been.
Okay.
So it's not like now you meet somebody and then you're playing soccer and then all of a sudden you this, you know, selfish, you know,
you change.
gym going,
Yeah.
you know, eating chicken and staying at the home person.
Now, a lot of the times, you know, like when you just meet someone and then like, I accept you for who you are and you're so crazy and blah, blah, I love you so much. And then, you know, like sometimes in a relationship, both men and women, when you get comfortable with that person, you try to like, you know, change them a bit more, bend them a bit. Now, how does that work with you?
Actually, she's never.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is she?
And I think also, luckily for me and her, when we met each other, we were already approaching our 30s. So we've been through all of that. So, you know, like there wasn't any games that were played. You know, it was like, yo, do you wanna do this? You feeling it?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's go. Let's see how it goes. No pressure.
But
it wasn't.
How does the social dynamics work when you go out to eat or when you have supper at night? Like, what is it like? Do you cook your meals? She cooks her meals. You all sit together, but the different meals, or how does that work?
As I said, you know, I've never really much of a socializing kind of a person.
No, but she is obviously. I'm sure.
She's not. She's
okay.
not. She just got her sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's just, you know, on weekends she goes, even like now she's with her sisters.
Okay.
So what happened cooking-wise, what happens is that, as I said, I cook my chicken, you know, I'm going to go buy now chicken now, tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll make maybe chicken for 7 days. So that is for during the day. So I always have chicken that is cooked in the fridge. So I'll buy chicken and fish and other stuff. So she can make whatever she wants. You know, but I always have chicken in the house. I'm made.
So she won't necessarily eat what you eat, or you won't eat what she eats.
No, she can. You know, the chicken is there. the raw one, but I have mine that's already been made.
But no, but what
So
I'm
for the
saying,
week.
what I'm saying is, there's never an issue. Let's say she wants to make chicken curry, and
Yeah, she can make a chicken curry.
but you're not fucking with that.
Yes.
And she's cool with it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, she makes things that, you know, that
And you
for
don't
her.
fuck with that at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on weekends, you know, I eat whatever she makes or whatever. We just do whatever on weekends.
Yeah.
So on weekends, like more relaxed. We can just,
Okay.
you know, whatever she makes or whatever she feel like she always wanted me to
Yeah.
to taste. And, you know, I've always, you know, wanted to make this for you. I'm like, okay, go for it and let's see how it tastes. But Monday to Friday, it's the chicken and maybe a little bit of that fish. She makes whatever she wants, but, you know.
Because a lot of women
Everything is
would
there.
feel annoyed, like, you know, like fuck, here he goes again with this fucking chicken and spinach and brown rice, and
And
I gotta eat this alone,
And yeah, it goes
now-
with that blender.
you know what I mean? And now she's gotta make chicken curry, but only for one person. Or she makes it and then it turns out to be for like 3 people, and now she's gotta eat the same fucking thing for 3 days, and she doesn't like that. She's not about that life, that repetitive eating, because she's gonna get bored of it, and there's a lot of things taken into account.
I think it goes back to, you know, meeting somebody.
On the same wavelength.
Yes and no, but that's not where I was going. But
Okay.
meeting somebody when you as a person, you feel, you know, like when you're downloading a file, like once you hit,
This motherfucker downloading a motherfucking comparing a relationship.
not the
Downloading-
relationship. Me as a person.
Okay, fine. You're
Like,
downloading
when you're
this
downloading a
file.
file, you see, once you get to 80%,
Yeah.
chances of that file, you know, hitting with an error, can't download. They're very slim. They're very slim. So I feel like when she met me as a person,
You were fully downloaded.
I was on 80%. So I already
Okay.
fully knew who I was, and I was happy with
Yeah.
this chicken eating, gym going,
A blender.
home, Yeah.
Blender blending.
home or person who stays at home
Yeah.
and maybe goes out to see friends and whatever, and blending, you know, fish, blending chicken and all of that. So
Do you just cry now? Why you crying?
and I was from laughing.
No, dude, why are you actually getting emotional? Talking about your woman in the streets, bro. We're in the streets. You can't be crying.
That was nothing from the side.
You are the first person. You're the first
Sit down.
guest to actually shed some tears in the streets. What's wrong with you, man? You're supposed to be a bodybuilder, man. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to.
No, but the tears are from laughing. But
No, but it's good to show your emotional side. You know, you show you have layers.
no, but there was not it. I'll show it, but that wasn't it. That wasn't it.
You're gonna deny it out here.
I'm denying. That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Do people in the streets have seen it now?
I do have an emotional side, but it wasn't it.
Okay, fine.
It wasn't it. Basically, what I was saying is that when she met me as a person, and the philosophies and the beliefs and the things that I wanted for myself, I already had them, you know, downloaded.
Yeah.
So I was 60%, 70% complete already. So there was no way that I'm already so close, then I just go back to 0% and start over again. So when she met me, I was already,
Yeah.
you know, not fully downloaded, but I was already majority.
So-
So meaning that if she, I said, okay, I don't think this would work. She would have said that I don't think it would work, but she would have enough data to say, okay, I see that this is who you are, and then you've taken some time to become this person, from the experiences.
Yeah.
And then judging from your age, it's highly unlikely that the majority or the foundation that you've laid
Which
that
you
will
downloaded.
change. Yes. Maybe you could add, because you know it's still about 75%.
Yeah.
So you can add 25%, but the 25% is not going to change the whole picture. So, you know, as I said, if she would have rejected, should have rejected with a lot of data, and then I would have been happy that, okay, are you rejecting this guy? And, you know, at least had enough data Because unfortunately, there were those who rejected an incomplete file.
An incomplete file.
Incomplete file.
So
40%. Say,
Yeah.
aye. But at
too
least,
much.
it wasn't.
So were you like, yo, I'm Sizwe, I'm a bodybuilder, yo? How did that come into the conversation? you know?
No, I was just there.
I was like, look here, girl.
was
Like,
there-
if you want to fucks with Sizwe, you got to know that I'm a bodybuilder. I eat, I blend, I train.
I was eating my rice.
You eating your
I
rice?
was eating my rice and my chicken.
And she pulled up on you.
No, she always saw me there by the shop because in Peru, there's a now I think now it's closed or whatever the case could be, but in Sanlam, Zone Fitness there's a gym, there's a coffee shop, supplement shop next to the gym.
Oh.
So the guy who works there, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, I've seen it. I've walked by there.
Mr. Nelson Benjamin. Shout out to you, sir. He worked at that shop, so it really assisted us. Those who were trying to get in the sport, who didn't understand it, and he was always there. He welcomed us to come to the shop, warm our food, and
Oh, wow, you can warm your food there too.
warm your food there, and then you buy your coffee if you're into coffee, or you buy your, ask them to, make you some eggs, boil some eggs.
Wow,
whatever.
that's cool.
Yeah, so I was in that shop, and then she was also into like training and all of that. She'll drop in the shop, buy something, and then go train. So I was just there eating my rice and
Minding
chicken.
your own business, eating your chicken and vegetarians.
Yeah, I said my hoodie there.
You are on your Kai Green flow.
Yeah, just just eating chicken. I don't know, just started talking and click.
Boom.
Yeah. So,
Click, boom.
but as I
All
said,
right. So she was already into a fitness sort of regime or lifestyle.
she.
Okay.
Yeah, she was also.
No, that's good. I think that's key. You gotta have some form of.
She was already
likeness.
in that lifestyle,
Yeah.
even though maybe obviously she's a female and
She's not really bodybuilding.
yeah she never had the intentions of competing, but she was serious about keeping healthy, regular gym visits and all of that. And so yeah, it was that. But I think in all of that, I would.
Did she ever ask you like to, make her eating plan and so she can also look a certain way or how? Because I find that normally happens with me. The moment I start seeing someone, they also want to adopt certain things like immediately, and they want me to help them get a training plan, and I'm like, hold on, like, why are you doing this? That's my question, first of all. Why are you doing this? I don't want you to be like me. You know what I'm saying?
The same Mr. Nelson, Nelson Benjamin.
Yeah.
She was already helping her. So Mr. Nelson Benjamin, he was helping a lot of gym goers, and went there to the shop and
Give tips and advice.
yeah, and write it down and say today you're training back. You just you haven't been feeling whatever, and then you will guide and whatever. So she already also
was into that.
yeah she already had a foundation because she also was crushing it for a while.
But did she ever ask you to maybe just assist here and there?
No. She already, she had
That's good.
the foundation.
That's
so
good.
she never really, looked to me to,
For that guidance.
to give her the plan because,
Yeah.
Mr. Nelson was giving us, all of us, our individual plans. Once again, shout out to you, sir. You really, he laid the foundation.
Shout out to Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, and then if you Google Mr. Nelson Benjamin, I just forgot the magazine. But there was a magazine. They're no longer in print. I think that was their last magazine. They placed him in the top 15 greatest South African bodybuilders.
Wow.
Yeah, top 15. But it's according to that magazine.
Mr. Nelson, what's his surname?
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin.
Oh, sorry, Ben.
Yeah, so they placed him top 15, greatest South African bodybuilders.
Let's see. Is that him?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
You're like, no.
Definitely not.
Mr. Nelson Benjamin,
Yeah,
bodybuilder.
Yeah, bodybuilder. Maybe I remove the Mr.
Oh, is that him?
You see that magazine?
This one, yeah.
This one. In that magazine, he was.
Oh, he's in
yeah.
the magazine. So it's
Yeah,
not
yeah. That's him. The first picture. The first picture.
Oh, on the
no,
cover?
the first.
this one.
No, first
There.
picture. Yes, that's
Oh,
him.
is that him there?
Yeah, this is him.
Ah.
Yeah. So in that magazine, the 15 Blood Sweat, he's in that magazine. I think that was that magazine's last.
I want to see what it looks like in his prime.
Let's see. Just
You know, there's only.
just remove the Mister. Remove the Mister.
All right, I'm gonna remove his title.
Let's remove the Mister. That's him there, but
Wait, this guy here.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's him. No, but I want to see.
Go down and just say the that magazine, just muscle. Just say maybe muscle magazine.
Is it called Muscle Magazine?
I think I'm not sure what it's called, but
Well, that's the magazine, right?
yeah, he was in that magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in that magazine, and then the team there. Second picture.
This
Go
one,
up.
yeah.
No, up. Yeah, that's
This
him
here.
there. Yeah, that is
The
him.
difference is Jack, though.
Yeah, that
But I
is
just
him.
want to see what it looked like, you know, in a competitive state.
Just click on that magazine there.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, see maybe a snippet.
No, it's just a photo.
Yeah, in that magazine, you know, they rate, or according to them, you know, the top 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, the top 15 South African bodybuilders.
I'll leave it.
Just try and say on that thing on the search SA top 15. No, not there, on Google.
On Google.
Yeah, on Google.
Oh,
just
yeah.
say they are top 15
Take this out.
SA bodybuilders.
Top 15 SA bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Bodybuilders.
Not showing other guys.
No, I don't see him.
Yeah, it was definitely
Yeah.
in that magazine.
In that magazine.
That magazine. Yeah, you know, the
That's okay.
top 50. Okay, just try one more thing. Just write down the search Nelson Benjamin legend, because that's how he was known.
Nelson.
Benjamin.
Sorry, man. Benjamin. Hold on. I want to do this.
Legend. I'll remove the bodybuilder.
Oh,
Let's remove that. Yeah.
you're just a legend.
Yeah, it was. You know, that's how some of them call them. No, just that same picture.
Nah, bro. But anyway.
Yeah, but according to that magazine,
Yeah.
he was they rate him top 15 of greatest
Wow.
SA bodybuilders, including I forgot the guy's name, but there's only been one guy from South African born, South African living, who has made it to the Olympia stage.
Wow.
Yeah, only one. I just forgot his name. He was also in the top 15, and I think L. Abrams and Mike Adonis. Those are the top guys.
Oh, Abrams.
Yeah, L. Abrams. Just Google him there. You'll see. Maybe you've seen a picture of him or supplements or L. Abrams. There we go. Yep, that's him. Yeah, he's also.
I've never seen this guy before.
Yeah, he's also amongst the top 15.
So he was also ranked.
I think it was also that magazine. But at the moment, our guy is Busiso Katelo. That is the guy in SA bodybuilding.
Yeah.
That is the guy that is doing his thing, because he's even competing overseas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think that a handful of IFBB. professionals.
It's a very expensive sport, right?
Yep.
In terms of talking
eating.
about diet,
Yep.
the nutrition, the supplements, then you get the enhancements as well. But the payoff when it comes to winning the competition, the prize money, it doesn't match up as much as it should, I think.
No, the financial gain is on other things.
Yeah, it's more like on
Yeah, another thing.
sponsorships and
Sponsorship, having your own, maybe your own
supplements
show,
and
your own clothing line.
yeah. So,
You know, representing a certain brand, and they pay you for that.
but don't you think?
Sales.
But don't you think these competitions should pay these guys more? Because there's a lot of competitions. I'm not talking about Olympia and Arnold Classic, because you know there's obviously the money is bigger on those stages because it's a bigger stage. But even when you're coming up, like some of them don't even get paid if they win; they just get a trophy.
Yeah, obviously, the smaller shows just get a trophy and
Yeah,
maybe
but-
a tab of supplements.
Yeah, but remember, these organizers are charging people at the door for coming in, and the athletes who the show is about and who made the show. If it wasn't for the athletes, they wouldn't have this fucking show. They're not even getting compensated for all of that fucking time, man.
Top three,
All the
you know,
effort
top three, you know, they, they do get, something. But obviously, not all of the shows, there's cash.
Yeah.
Some of them just a trophy and a medal and maybe, supplement, hamper or something. But obviously, that's a small show. The bigger shows, like Titans, like, I think it's Battle of the Titans, PCA, organized by PCA, there, I think 60,000. Yeah, 60,000 prize money. And then I think you would spend, just to enter the show, I think it's like 1,000 rand. And obviously, maybe preparation, obviously it takes
It's a lot of money.
over years.
Yeah.
But I think to prep for a show, for the 10 weeks, it could be maybe give or take 10,000. So you can make 50,000. And
Like when I was in my early days of lifting, I was training at Virgin Active, and there was this competition judge. He was judging for some competition. I don't know exactly what it was, but he was so adamant. He was like so, how you say, persistent, trying to get me to do one of these his shows or his events, because he was saying like my conditioning, the way I look, he just enter into this category.
you
this and
probably
this.
win.
He's guarantee I'll do well and all this stuff. And I was like talking about like the prizes and stuff. And for me, I just didn't feel like that was my path, man. You know, I just didn't feel like that
It's
was
definitely
my.
not for everyone.
Yeah, like I don't care about. Let's say I win or let's say I don't win. It just wasn't. I wasn't.
It wasn't something you were looking for.
I was never lifting to be on the stage.
Not for trophies.
Not for trophies. I wasn't even lifting to do modeling or, that wasn't even.
Or
my,
you were just doing it for your overall health and.
yeah,
overall
especially my
benefits.
mental health. That was the main thing I got into it for. But I was never doing it for anything else.
Kai Green, since he stopped competing, his philosophy has truly evolved. To say, before, he was, competing for, trophies, the top honors, but he doesn't see it that way no more. So obviously, maybe you will also change your mind later. It's possible.
Change my mind later to be competing for trophies.
Yeah.
No.
Not really for trophies, but just to, just to see yourself on stage, just to,
No.
see what I've been doing, because that's how I see it. Bodybuilding is I go to the gym and then you put in the work and you chisel and you sculpt your body, and then I just to present it, to just see what I've been doing, and then if someone get inspired, I'm honored. If I get a reward, I'm still happy, but I was just doing it for me. and then it's just showing you, like revealing you the piece of work that I've been working on. You know, if you like it, I'm happy. If you don't, still good. But
Yeah.
it's for me.
Yeah.
But just have a look.
Yeah.
You know, just have a look.
So is that your philosophy? Is that why you go on stage to inspire others, or do you want to win a trophy? Do you want to, like, what is your philosophy behind that? Did I say philosophy properly? Philosophy. Okay, what is your philosophy?
I heard what you said.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how it came out in your mind, but I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, obviously winning feels good.
Obviously.
Yeah, winning feels good.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't make it all about winning. You know, this is your own path.
Okay.
So, you know, for me, it's like, if I had to stop going to gym, I would have to, you know, like, there would have to be like a drastic change in my life that would make me not go to the gym no more.
Okay, wait. Before you get to stop retiring and stop training completely, I'm just talking about being a competitive bodybuilder. Like, your philosophy with regards to that.
This is just an addition to, you know, the therapy that I get from going to the gym. I'm already, you know, getting so much from just being able to start the day or end the day with the workouts and feeling good, you know, that sweat and, you know, the vibe at the gym, and, you know, knowing that, you know, you really, you know, the body that you are blessed with, you know, whoever you believe in, whoever placed you with that body, you know, that body that you're blessed with, you're not wasting it. So you're just seeing, you know, how far you can go with this body, and then what you can achieve with this body. And in that same path, you know, mentally, you getting that relief. You know, spiritually, you also, you know, just getting that moment when you just focus on the rep, and you know, you're gathering your thoughts, you know, in between sets, like, you know, you'll be having some slight doubts, but just gather your thoughts and you pull it out of you, and then you know, you do 2 and 4 and 6. You know, hold on, hey, you know, just like those kind of moments, you know, competing and just showing, like, yo, this is what I've been doing. You know, if you like it, I'm happy. But if you're not, it's still for me.
Do you ever do photo shoots, like progress photo shoots, like, so you can?
Not recently. Not recently. See, like, since COVID, you know, a lot of things changed mentally and all of that. So.
How so?
You know, like when COVID, I don't know if you can maybe pull out my Instagram when I show you something. When COVID hit, okay, before COVID, remember, I think I last competed in 2018.
Yeah.
So when COVID hit, I was planning on competing in 2020 in May. I was planning on doing Shamin Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when 2020, when lockdown, like, closed down off the gym, I was in that mode. So it really took me a while to recover from that.
Really?
You know, I was really hyped.
Yeah.
You know, it was coming together.
Everything was on point.
You know, I was able to do cardio at home, and in the morning before I go to work, and go to gym in the afternoon. You know, it was coming together. So when COVID hit and lockdown hit, you know, it just put a stop on that. So I was taking pictures before then, because I was preparing for a show, and I was in that mentality. But after that, you know, I'm still trying to put it together. So from there on, I haven't successfully, you know, prepared for a show. I haven't successfully. Why can't you just go to your Instagram and just?
No, I don't want to log in by Instagram on this.
No, but your in the street is already logged in. I think my account. If you can just say continue there, my account is not private, so you can just from your account in the streets just look for me, search for me.
No, but I don't want to do that. No.
No, because if you're not logged in, it's not gonna give you. It's gonna be like limited.
Really?
Yeah. So if you just continue and just search for me there without signing in,
Don't wanna.
you know,
Ugh.
doesn't wanna. But like on the pictures, you know, I don't take them no more.
It's not
Once, you know, I get back to that groove,
Yeah.
that mentality, as I'm trying to get back to it.
Yeah.
Now with cutting the carbs and just bringing the waist a little bit down, and then you know I'm definitely gonna post. But the last time I posted a pic, which showed whatever it was, 2020, before I think February.
Just before the world went to shit.
Yeah, when I was slowly coming down.
Yeah.
You know, the veins were there.
Oh, wow.
You know.
You're getting leaner. And
Yeah, it was coming together.
everything was on point.
Yeah, I had a nice groove in the morning. I worked. I took a bus when I went to work. I work in Table View, so I was able to wake up in the morning at like 4 o'clock, hit cardio, make my chicken, and then be at the bus at like 5:45, and be at work at like just after 7. Do my thing at work, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
In 6 in the evening, be at the gym, 7:30, back at home.
Yeah.
Wash, eat again, and then make a shake, and then hit a shake, sleep, repeat.
So you had your groove, you had
And
your
nice
routine.
groove. And when COVID hit,
Yeah.
lockdown, working from home, gyms closed.
It just affected you psychologically.
It fell apart.
Heavy.
Yeah, so progress pictures. That was the last time I posted anything resembling a progress pic. That was when I was,
Yeah.
you know, thinking I was gonna compete,
Yeah.
but never happened. So
Okay.
yeah, once I get back to that groove, I'll probably just post maybe on my story or something.
Yeah.
Just this is where we at, and you know, we keep it moving.
What you doing out in these streets, Leroy? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, Leroy? We in these streets.